I think it's kind of flooding in there, so I'm not going to walk in too much, but you can see it right here. So you can see, you know, the balcony. There's a couple of balconies right here. It looks like they have to get the water out, so there's some buckets right there. And then another balcony right there. Hey, check it out, Macau 2023. Check out some more streets. Okay, we're gonna do a particular video where we're gonna go off the grid of Taipa, but before we even do, and we're gonna show you some other housing that's nearby. But before I get into it, I'm just gonna show you all the housing around here. See all these tall buildings everywhere. You got Taipa Central Park right over that area. There's a swimming pool, basketball court, soccer, all kinds of stuff. There's the schools over here. Let me walk over here for a second. You can see these as well, more tall buildings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk into an area that's Guimarães. This actually goes down to the train station down that way. This is Guimarães Avenida de Guimarães Avenue. And so what we're gonna do is go off the grid, and we're gonna go directly down and then into this other spot where you're gonna see all these kind of makeshift homes. And I just wanted to show some of the transition for it as well before we go down. And we're in Taipa as well, by the way. Over there's a mall in that direction as well. There's El Theater Hotel right there. All the residential that people live in. Oh, and down that way is casinos. So you can see the Cotai Strip down that way. So you'll be kind of surprised when we go down and see that other area. This guy's a foreigner walking down that way. That's weird. It's unusual. Usually there's elevators everywhere to go up and over. So when somebody goes down, it's like they almost get hit by traffic because they're not gonna go. I don't see him now. You probably can't get across because the cars are coming across. Anyways, so we're gonna head on over to that area, over that direction. I'll show you real quick. Over there. And actually they're also when we go over there too, you'll see that they're they're gonna replace some of this with new buildings. I'll tell you all about it later in a moment. Okay, so we're gonna head down that way, and the best way to head down is go down this way. So we're gonna I guess we'll take the stairs down. So yeah, that other side over there, we'll show you. Actually, that line is always so busy. I should walk over in that direction. Let's do that. So I'm gonna come over there, and then I'm gonna walk down that direction next. Okay, so we're gonna go down this way, and we're gonna actually go across the street in a moment. But I always see these long lines. I think this is mostly all mainlander Chinese tourists. They come, and for some reason they really like this place. So I always see these extremely long lines. There's even taxis for I think predominantly mainland Chinese tourists. And they'll come here to this particular restaurant, and I go by it a lot and I never really see what it is. So today we're gonna find out before we do our little trip here. Comidas online. So I don't know. I'm gonna come by and explore this another time, and we'll see maybe when there's less people. But for some reason there's always a lot of lines right in that spot all the time. So anyways, so now our plan is to go over to this kind of no man's land, which is over there, and that'll be kind of the start. Kind of a long start to get over there, but I think it's kind of interesting street though. Interesting transition, I mean. So we're gonna head on over there just so that you can see some more context of stuff. That unusual building right there, that's the part of the fire station. So I didn't know what that was for the longest time. And then I found out that that's actually where they practice to put out fires. So it's like a 9-story building or whatever that is. Okay, so we're gonna cross Avenida Dr. Sun Yat-sen on our way to all that little territory over there. And I'll tell you all about that as well in a moment. And so basically we're walking in where all the mountains, or I mean mountain of apartments are all at. So basically you can see apartments kind of everywhere, right? Giant CTM building, apartments. And then when we get over to this other side, you'll see that those are like kind of ramshackle squatter homes. And those are all basically between this tall building there and this building. There's a bunch of homes that are and stuff like this too. Like there's a big buffer of places that I think will someday be missing. So we're gonna go check that out. Okay, so this is the other side, right? So we were basically right over there. That's that train. And then when you come over here, you'll start to see all these, this is a little bit of a, what do you call this? Storage for the city, I guess. And then on the other side of this, there's all these little squatter homes. You can start to see, like they look a little bit like that one straight ahead, this one. But this one is actually, I think, part of one of these places. But then in the background, you can see homes in here. And there's homes that are kind of stretched out in this area. And also, actually there's another tall building, that one in the green right there, the crane. Yeah, actually I wouldn't be surprised all this would be different in the future. And so we're gonna come across here and you'll see exactly what I mean. So right back here, Caminho das Hortas, and this will change to another street shortly, so I don't know which one is which. I think Caminho das Hortas is kind of a roundabout kind of thing. Big dog. And but once we get in here, you're gonna see like potted plants or somebody's balcony right in there. I think this is still a little bit of a, but some of these will be homes mixed in here, and you'll see more of that in shortly. Yeah, okay. So you can see more of it because you can see some homes up here, and there's an alley in that direction as well. And that'll go up to a parking lot. And the parking lot will have more, so they're kind of like squatter homes. And this whole street has those. So it's kind of interesting, right? Because we were just over there among all those apartments, right? And then you just come over here, a very short walk away. This is actually the other street name. So it actually has like two street names, which makes it kind of confusing, I think. But yeah, when you come in here, you have all these beautiful banyan trees, and then you have all these squatter homes. And you can see like the laundry right there, so obviously there's people living there. There's laundry hanging up. And actually someday, I've always thought this would be an amazing place because of these banyan trees. Like this could be like a pedestrian street of just like restaurants and kind of cool stuff. This is called Dog Alley. So this goes up towards the university, up that way, several universities. And you can see it's kind of flooded out today. But when I first came 10 years ago, this was all mud, and you'd like walk over bricks, and then they paved it. So I guess that was a city decision to pave it, I guess, unless some private person did it. But you can see all the homes all the way down. I was gonna walk in there, but, and you can see more stuff here too, like more clothes hanging up there. And that's kind of a mixed property. Looks like they do a lot of other stuff in there too. Mechanic, salvaging stuff. So yeah, I do kind of wonder how long this will survive. And this street with these banyans, it's like, god dang, like that, this, like, I could see a lot of money right in here. There's kind of money potential everywhere in Macau, and this is another one of them. And then look how close you are to all these, you know, so like you could have like a tourist area where people just kind of wrap around here. This could be all lit up with like beautiful lanterns, like something really amazing. Have like restaurants instead of these makeshift temporary things. I think, I don't know about this area, but there's another area where I heard that they're going through it and trying to get rid of everybody. But actually this is also kind of a mixed use too, because you can see all these buses here, so somebody got the right to store the city buses in this space too. So it's kind of a unusual thing. And got a car coming down here. You don't see many cars coming down this way. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring the camera to another squatter area, and I think this other squatter area, I'll kind of show you the direction, but let me I guess I could keep zooming because probably interesting a little bit. But yeah, there's so much potential, and actually these are preserved too. So when they have this big green sign like that, they also do keep track of a lot of the trees here, and they'll label it and they'll give it a number. But these ones are more special, so they'll have a special number. It's like that's number 645, and I could look up more about it there. There'll be some information. You can look at it yourself if you want. You can pause it and take a look. So okay, so there's kind of more squatter stuff, and I'm gonna go over straight ahead this way, and I'll kind of show you the way as well, and I'm going to show you another area too. So so stay tuned for all of that. Maybe I'll keep the camera on for a moment just to kind of give you the, it's funny, there's like dog prints right there. But yeah, just to give you some context, so I wouldn't be surprised if this just keeps moving this direction with those tall buildings. This is kind of cool right there too. There's Vietnamese writing right there. And then right here too, so you can actually, there's people that live in all these places too, right? This looks kind of cleared out a little bit. There's still like laundry there, but sometimes there'll be more of a little bit of a living room feel, like these chairs. And you got more of it here. So quite a trend. Try to, you know, it's like you can see all the tall buildings there, and then there's kind of all these little squatter areas with kind of government stuff too, or mixed in kind of stuff. And there's more of that mixed in government stuff, storage stuff, you know, mixed in with the squatters, right? But then you got these tall buildings over here too on this side. So it's just a matter of time before these tall buildings and these tall buildings stretch into a larger area of Taipa. So it's kind of interesting. I like how they call this the Forbidden Zone Automobile Service Station. Is the name for it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to go on the other side of this green building. So I'll just give you a reference that the green building is there, and I'm gonna walk down a little bit, and I'm gonna show you the other squatter area. And there's a little bit between the two as well, like we're still kind of around it right now. I think it's right in there as well, but there's another area down that way as well. Let me keep the camera on briefly just to give you a little bit more context to it all. I guess this is a parking lot right here. So they're selling that, they're renting that space out. So next we're gonna go right over to that space on the other side of this green building. This green building is new, so we're gonna show you that. So let me get across, and then I'll film some more. Okay, so we were kind of in that squatter area, and then there's another squatter area here. You can see that they're growing their own vegetables as well in the houses right there. So that goes right up against these two new buildings. So yeah, this is brand new, and that there's an elevator. They're still working on it, and they got an outdoor elevator there. So it's kind of interesting, all these little squatter areas. Yeah, and these two buildings, they've been building them since the last 3-4 years, kind of slowly, but they're really coming up fast now. But they were laying the groundwork. It took like a couple years just to build underneath, and the COVID era hit, so it probably impacted a little bit as well. And then this is the other area too. So I heard that this squatter area here, they were asking them to, somebody was telling me they saw the police come in, was kind of telling them to go. There's a resident right there. I wonder if I could go in that direction. There's another resident right there too. I'm gonna go down this way. But yeah, so these little squatter tenement areas, there's a cat, somebody's cat. There's people living right in here, right? And these are like sandwiched right up against those two new buildings. So I think that these little squatter homes won't have much longer to be here. So I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of capturing it in time because this will change. And these are kind of cool. They're like so kind of quiet and quaint and interesting. But it's funny how you even got all the piping in there too. So there's probably somebody that kind of manufactured that, you know, just by, I don't think it's city piping, you know. And you can see like a refrigerator in there, clothes hanging up, work helmet. Some of these have been here for quite a while. At least I've been here 10 years and it's been here all that time, if not a lot longer. Probably a lot longer. So some of those people have lived there longer than I've lived in Macau. And I've been here 10 years. But there are programs in Macau to relocate them if they're residents, but if they're not residents, then somebody's feeding the cats around here. Yeah, so we're gonna just walk down a little bit. I think it's kind of flooding in there, so I'm not gonna walk in too much, but you can see it right here. So you can see, you know, the balcony. There's a couple of balconies right here. It looks like they have to get the water out, so there's some buckets right there. And then another balcony right there. So I'm just gonna go down. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of flooding in this area too. And then we can just go directly through this little space right here, which is what we're gonna do. I wonder how they take the trash out. I don't know if the city would come and get it or if they'd have to bring it to a dumpster somewhere. But now you can see all those tall buildings and then all this right here that they're building up that way. And then you're right next to all these tall buildings as well. So we're gonna go back up here and then we're gonna hopefully put it back in context for you as well. And I'll just kind of show you where we started at. Right over there is Taipa Grande. There's a mountain, you can do hiking up there. That's a hotel and apartments. And then this is called Taipa. And then that's, of course, you know, these the way that these buildings are coming. So you have all that's all Taipa Central. Then this building is coming now, right? And then you got some other tall buildings over there. So all these, that little sandwich of places between these two, you know, all those little squatter homes, and so they basically have like a limited life for them. So anyways, thought I'd share that. Maybe it's kind of interesting. And we're gonna end the video. Hey, checking out Macau 2023. Check out some more streets. Yeah.